What if the reason you're still broke has nothing to do with luck, talent, or where you started, but everything to do with the patterns you repeat every single day? Right now, millions of people wake up tired, work hard, pay bills, and go back to sleep wondering why freedom feels so far away. They chase money, but somehow money keeps escaping them. Sound familiar? Tony Robbins teaches that being broke is not just a bank account condition, it's often a mindset condition. Financial freedom begins the moment you stop seeing yourself as powerless and start acting like the creator of your future. It's not about becoming rich overnight. It's about mastering habits, decisions, and discipline that compound over time. In this video, you'll discover the exact mindset shifts and practical lessons that can take you from struggling to thriving. You'll learn why most people stay trapped, how to build unstoppable momentum, and what separates those who survive from those who become truly free. If you've ever felt behind in life, stuck in debt, or frustrated by slow progress, stay with me until the end, because one idea in this message could completely transform your financial future forever. Lesson 1. Change your money identity. The transformation from a state of constant financial anxiety to one of enduring liberty does not begin with a bank statement. It begins within the internal landscape of the human psyche. Your money identity is the invisible thermostat that regulates your financial temperature. If you have internally set your thermostat to broke, any sudden influx of cash will eventually be dissipated until you return to the level of scarcity you subconsciously feel you deserve. This is why lottery winners often find themselves bankrupt within years. Their external reality shifted, but their internal identity remained anchored to a poverty mindset. To break this cycle, you must undergo a radical psychological restructuring, shifting from a victim of circumstance to an architect of wealth. Tony Robbins frequently asserts that the strongest force in the human personality is the need to remain consistent with how we define ourselves. If your self-definition is rooted in the phrase, "I am just not a math person," or "I'll always be in debt," you are essentially placing a glass ceiling over your potential. Every time you attempt to save or invest, your subconscious mind will view those actions as a threat to your established identity and will trigger self-sabotaging behaviors like an impulsive shopping spree to bring you back into alignment with your broke self. Changing the story you tell yourself is not merely positive thinking, it is a strategic rewiring of your operating system. The process of identity shifting requires a deliberate audit of your internal monologue. You must move from a language of limitation to a language of evolution. Instead of the definitive and damaging "I am bad with money," you must adopt the progressive "I am a person who is mastering the art of financial management." This subtle shift allows for growth and mistakes without shattering your self-worth. By affirming that you are learning wealth skills and building freedom, you transform every financial decision from a chore into a brick in the foundation of your new life. You aren't just paying bills, you are a wealth builder in training. Once this identity takes root, your behavior begins to follow the path of least resistance. When you see yourself as a disciplined investor, choosing to put money into an asset rather than a liability becomes an act of self-expression rather than an act of self-denial. You stop looking for quick fixes and start looking for long-term alignment. Your peer group may notice a change in your energy. You no longer participate in the misery loves company conversations about being broke. Instead, you seek out mentors and information that reinforce your new status. This internal revolution is the prerequisite for all external success. Lesson 2. Spend less than you earn. While it may appear deceptively simple on the surface, the mandate to spend less than you earn is the bedrock upon which all financial empires are built. It is the fundamental law of fiscal physics. If the outflow exceeds the inflow, the vessel will eventually run dry. In a modern consumerist culture designed to exploit your insecurities and encourage instant gratification, living below your means is an act of rebellion. Most people are trapped in a cycle of lifestyle creep, where every raise in salary is immediately met with a corresponding increase in luxury, leaving their net worth stagnant despite their rising income. True wealth is not the car you drive or the brand on your shirt, it is the assets you own that no one sees. To master this lesson, one must become a meticulous scholar of their own cash flow. Tracking every cent is not about restriction, it is about awareness. You cannot manage what you do not measure. When you see the cumulative cost of small leaks, the subscriptions you don't use, the convenience fees, the daily indulgences, you begin to realize that you have been hemorrhaging your freedom for the sake of temporary comfort. Cutting unnecessary expenses is the fastest raise you can ever give yourself. It provides immediate liquidity that can be redirected toward your future self, effectively buying back your time $1 at a time. Living below your means requires a decoupling of your self-worth from your outward displays of consumption. Society often rewards the appearance of wealth, which is frequently funded by crippling debt. To be truly free, you must be willing to look poor to the uninformed while becoming demonstrably rich in private. This margin, the gap between what you take in and what you put out, is the only space where freedom can grow. This margin is your strike fund, your emergency cushion, and your investment capital. Without a margin, you are one missed paycheck away from catastrophe. With a margin, you are a predator in the marketplace, ready to pounce on opportunities. Ultimately, wealth is built by those who prioritize the acquisition of assets over the acquisition of toys. By maintaining a modest lifestyle even as your career or business flourishes, you create an exponential wealth-building machine. This discipline allows you to survive economic downturns that crush your peers and gives you the psychological peace of mind to take calculated risks. You are not sacrificing your present, you are investing in a future where work is a choice rather than a necessity. The margin is not just money, it is the breath of life for your financial dreams. Lesson 3. Increase your income relentlessly. While frugality provides the foundation, your ability to increase your income provides the fuel for the fire of financial independence. Saving is a defensive strategy, but increasing your income is an offensive maneuver. There is a mathematical limit to how much you can cut from your budget, but there is virtually no limit to how much you can earn in a global digital economy. Tony Robbins emphasizes that your income is a direct reflection of the value you provide to the marketplace. If you want to earn more, you must become more. This requires a relentless commitment to self-education, skill acquisition, and the solving of high-level problems. In the modern era, relying on a single source of income is a high-risk strategy. To increase your income relentlessly, you must view yourself as a value producer rather than just an employee. This might involve negotiating a salary based on the measurable ROI you bring to your company, or it might mean developing a side hustle that leverages your unique talents. The goal is to move away from trading time for money, which is a finite resource, and toward trading value for money. Whether through specialized technical skills, leadership abilities, or entrepreneurial ventures, the objective is to make yourself indispensable and highly compensated. Scalability is the secret source of high-income earners. If your income is capped by the number of hours you can physically work, you will eventually hit a ceiling. Relentless income growth often involves building systems, products, or services that can reach thousands of people simultaneously. This could mean writing software, creating content, or building a business that operates without your constant physical presence. By solving problems for a larger audience, you attract larger opportunities. This shift in focus from "how can I get paid" to "how can I serve more people" is what separates the middle class from the truly wealthy. Furthermore, increasing your income is about maintaining an apprentice mindset throughout your entire life. The world changes rapidly. The skills that made you valuable 5 years ago may be obsolete today. A relentless earner is always scanning the horizon for new trends, emerging technologies, and shifts in consumer behavior. They invest in their own education more than they invest in any other asset, knowing that their brain is their greatest wealth-generating tool. By combining a low-cost lifestyle with a high-growth income, you create a massive surplus that can be funneled into investments, shortening the timeline to freedom from decades to years. Lesson 4. Make money work for you. The transition from working for money to money working for you is the ultimate pivot in the journey to wealth. Most people spend 40 years in a linear relationship with their finances. They work, they get paid, they spend, and they repeat. This is the rat race. Wealthy individuals, however, understand the power of capital. They view every dollar as a financial soldier that can be sent out to capture more dollars. Instead of seeing money as something to be spent, they see it as a tool for the acquisition of assets that generate passive income. This is the essence of compounding, which Albert Einstein famously called the eighth wonder of the world. Consistent investment is the key to harnessing this power. You do not need to be a Wall Street wizard to participate. In fact, trying to beat the market often leads to ruin. Mastery of this lesson usually involves simple, boring, and consistent strategies such as investing in low-cost index funds that capture the growth of the entire economy. Over long periods, the market has historically trended upward, and through the magic of compounding, your dividends and capital gains begin to earn their own dividends and gains. Eventually, the growth of your investments exceeds your cost of living, at which point you are officially financially free. Beyond the stock market, making money work for you involves exploring various asset classes: real estate, private businesses, intellectual property, or commodities. Each asset has a different risk-reward profile, but the underlying principle remains the same. You are putting your capital to work so you don't have to. The broke mindset prioritizes immediate consumption, while the wealthy mindset prioritizes the ownership of the means of production. This requires a shift in perspective where you stop asking, "What can I buy?" and start asking, "What can I own that will pay me while I sleep?" The most common mistake people make is waiting for the perfect time or a large enough sum to start. This is a form of procrastination disguised as prudence. Because of the nature of compounding, time is more valuable than the initial principal. A small amount invested in your 20s is worth far more than a large amount invested in your 50s. You must start small and start now. By automating your investments, you remove the friction of decision-making and ensure that your money is working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, regardless of whether you are awake, asleep, or on vacation. Lesson 5. Master emotional discipline. Financial success is often 20% head knowledge and 80% behavior. You can have the best investment strategy in the world, but if you lack emotional discipline, you will likely fail. The market is a volatile beast, and human psychology is wired for survival, not for sophisticated portfolio management. When markets crash, our lizard brains scream at us to sell and run for safety. When markets soar, our greed compels us to buy at the peak. Mastering your emotions means developing the stoic ability to remain calm when everyone else is panicking and to remain cautious when everyone else is euphoric. The comparison trap is one of the greatest enemies of emotional discipline. In the age of social media, we are constantly bombarded with the highlight reels of others' lives, leading to a toxic desire to keep up with the Joneses. This social pressure often drives people to spend money they don't have on things they don't need, to impress people they don't even like. Emotional discipline requires you to stay focused on your own race. It is the ability to say no to temporary status symbols in favor of permanent freedom. It is the realization that your value as a human being is not tied to the vintage of your wine or the zip code of your home. Consistency is the byproduct of emotional control. Wealth is rarely the result of a single brilliant move. It is the result of thousands of small, boring, correct decisions made over many years. This requires the capacity for delayed gratification, the ability to resist the marshmallow in front of you for the promise of 2 marshmallows later. People who quit their investment plans during a downturn or stop their side hustles when they don't see immediate results are lacking the emotional stamina required for greatness. You must fall in love with the process of growth rather than the dopamine hit of the result. Finally, discipline today creates options tomorrow. The pain of discipline is far lighter than the pain of regret. By mastering your emotions, you gain the most valuable asset of all, peace of mind. You are no longer a slave to your impulses or a victim of market cycles. You become the master of your own destiny, capable of making rational decisions based on long-term goals rather than short-term fears. In the end, the journey to financial freedom is less about the money in your bank account and more about the person you become in the process of mastering yourself. Going from broke to financially free is not magic, and it is not reserved for the lucky few. It is a path built through decisions repeated daily. Tony Robbins reminds us that success is predictable when the right habits are practiced long enough. You do not need to have the perfect job, the perfect timing, or the perfect background. You need clarity, commitment, and courage. Clarity to know where you want to go, commitment to keep moving when progress feels slow, courage to believe your future can be bigger than your past. Remember the 5 lessons: change your money identity, spend less than you earn, increase your income, invest consistently, and master emotional discipline. These principles may seem simple, but simple done consistently creates extraordinary results. Your current situation does not define your final destination. Being broke today does not mean being broke forever. Every wealthy person started with a first step, a first dollar saved, a first risk taken, a first lesson learned. The question is not whether freedom is possible for you. The question is whether you are ready to begin. If this message spoke to you, don't just watch and forget it. Apply one lesson today and start building the life you truly deserve.